Hi everyone! In this video, we are going to simplify expressions using the order of operations. Here we have an expression 4 plus 2 times parenthesis 5 minus 3 close parenthesis. Before we start any of the order of operations here, let's write them down first so that we remember. We have two mnemonics. There's one that some people prefer, which is PEMDAS, and that takes the first letter of each of the operations in the order they need to go. The P represents parentheses, the E is for exponents, M and D stand for multiplying and dividing, and that's the same step. It goes from left to right. Then the A stands for add and the S stands for subtract. This is also the same step from left to right. And that's where we get the word PEMDAS. There's another mnemonic if you prefer it, and it's please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Again, all of these letters are from the first letter of each of the words in the sentence, which represent all of the operations that we're going to move through. Please is the P, excuse is the E for exponents, M, or my dear, is multiply and divide, and Aunt Sally is adding and subtracting for the very last step from left to right. So the first thing I see that we need to accomplish in our expression is the set of parentheses here. Inside that set of parentheses, we need to do all of the operations. So 5 minus 3, while adding and subtracting is the last step, because these are inside the parentheses, it must take place first. So 5 minus 3 is 2. I can leave the parentheses here just to indicate that I will be multiplying. Now I've not done the other operations, so I simply copy them down. The next thing I look for is I've completed the parentheses. I look for any exponents, and I don't have any. So I move on to the multiply and divide step from left to right. There is only one multiplication and no division, so I'm going to do the 2 times 2 first and copy everything else down. Since the 4 is not going to be added yet, we are going to do 2 times 2, which gives us 4, and we've just copied the other 4. Now I can go ahead, and the multiplication and division is all done, and move to adding and subtracting from left to right, because there's only one operation, which is adding. I'm just going to add those two together. 4 plus 4 is 8, and now I have completed all of the operations in this expression, and we've simplified it all the way down to the number 8.